Yeah, we love it. I want to hear all about your meditation.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear all about it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll debrief. Thank you. Where are you from?
Pachamama, okay.
Which one?
Pachamama, it's just like right down.
Yeah.
So it's not hot, so it won't smell.
No. It matches the colours as well.
Yeah.
It's like all coordinated.
It's like it was meant to be.
It's cute. Yeah, it's like choose everything that goes.
You can, but
Yeah.
I just chose the dragon fruit one. I'm like, oh, it's very summer today. Like,
Yes.
people want it, so it was just the beach before.
Here's the beach. Oh, which one?
Brighton.
Oh, beautiful.
I had like a whole day.
I know, I was gonna say, you had a good one.
It's like favorite beaches with yoga.
Yeah.
You got
Private beach.
Yeah, I'm like in the southeast, so near Carnegie, where
So that's not too far from Brighton.
not too far, it's like
Yeah.
15-minute drive.
Yeah, oh, that's
Yeah.
alright.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
Very good space.
I'm in Brighton.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in North Carolina. Oh, nice. Yeah, my neighbours. Yeah. What about you guys?
I love the rain visit.
Yes. Oh, nice.
Yeah. So,
It's in Dallas, I can't see it.
that was
Yeah.
I'm here.
Do you want a mat,
Yes, please.
Bella? That's one. Yeah, show you it.
And have you unpacked everything, Cassie? No? How's that going for you? Are you at your place right now, or are you back home?
I am.
Brunswick?
Little tour.
Oh my god, looks, it's all fully furnished.
Yeah, we've got the furniture pretty much done. We just still need a little bit of storage.
Yeah, it looks super homey.
Yeah. This is my new photo frame. I got it for my birthday.
Oh, and
It's a Texan. I forgot the name of it, but it's like a Texan.
Bison or
Wow.
something?
What was that?
It's a bison, maybe.
Something like that.
Mm.
very nice. Very nice. And it's a 2-bedroom, did you say? Yeah. Oh, it's so lovely.
We love it.
So you guys are staying there, you've got all your furniture and everything. Yeah.
We've been here for about maybe 2 weeks now. So
Yeah.
still
So
adapting to the
Live then if you're
hustle.
in like Brunswick.
What's that?
Why are you at home then if you're in Brunswick?
Oh, I'm coming after lunch. I just had to do a few things this morning.
Yeah.
Like I had to drop off my car for a service, so I don't have my car.
Yeah.
So I'll come after lunch. I'll be there soon.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Dennis?
I'm in Oakley.
Ah.
Yeah.
Is that far from? I've heard of it before, but
It's like near Chadston. It's maybe like 45-minute drive, but I've come back sick from ESO, so I don't want to get in on sick.
fair. Did you have a good time?
Oh my god, the best. Yeah. Everything was just so good. Yeah.
I heard very, very good things. I'm going to try and go next year.
Yeah, sick. It's really good. It's a really good festival. Yeah.
Everyone, now that we're all here, I think this is all of us. We're just worried about you guys. By any chance, don't have a MacBook with you?
Sorry.
Charger, just the MacBook charger. Just need a charger. That's all right. We're just running low on battery here. We can change, I guess, to
What's that?
Yeah, we're trying to get the Yeti mic working. Yeah, that's it. Does it make a difference for you guys online? That sound better? Can you hear the difference?
Yeah.
Dennis is like, not sure. So, guys, welcome everyone, especially our new friends, and welcome back our old friends. And what I like to do first of all is just a little round circle, just to say hello, introduce each other, which you guys, I guess, probably did that yesterday. But a little bit about. I'd like to hear, what inspired you to come and do this course. That's really the main thing I'd like to hear. But a little bit about yourself. What's your story? Not your whole life story, but just otherwise we're here all day. But a little summary of where you're at in life and where you're at in life, why you decided to come and join this immersion, and what's your sort of intentions? What do you hope to get out of it? And do you do it because are you doing it because you really want to be a yoga teacher? Is that the plan, or maybe it's just for the actual personal development part, for learning? I don't know. I don't want to put words into your mouth. You tell me. And then our old friends will also say hello. And maybe, you guys are kind of 3/4 of the way through the course, or 2/3, something like that. Yeah. So maybe you can give our new friends a little bit of a summary of what's happened for you so far, how this course has affected you guys. So let's start with our new friends first, and then we'll move to the old friends. So maybe Dennis, we'll go around the circle like that. So Dennis, you're first.
Okay. So you just want to know more about why I'm starting the yoga course?
Yeah. What are you doing with your life? Are you working? Are you dog whatever you're doing?
At the moment, I've got like my own gardening, landscaping business that I've been doing for maybe a year now, just working for myself, and I practice a lot of yoga. I've been doing it for a couple of years, and I guess I just wanted to learn more about it for myself. But the more I've been kind of spending time with my yoga teacher and stuff, I think I've felt more connected to slowly probably becoming a yoga teacher maybe later on, when I wasn't really thinking about it. Yeah, just to do something on the side of my gardening business, something different and not so much physical on my body, I guess, as well. Yeah, bit of a balance.
Awesome. Although yoga is quite physical too.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
But I've been more into like the yin and restorative yogas lately, because I come home kind of like tired from work and I just want to do stretches and stuff. Yeah.
Awesome. And have you been into yoga for a long time, or when did you start?
Yeah, I think I started probably, I reckon maybe 10 years ago or 8 years ago, just on and off. Yeah, I used to do it with my best friend, and then she got pregnant, and I guess I stopped going because she stopped going, and then I started going with someone else, and now I go almost every day now. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
So where is it that you practice?
I go into Yoga Cedar in Carnegie.
Cool.
Yeah. I was doing it at Summer Healing as well, but then I was going to move to Port Melbourne, so I quit there and started at another studio, and I never actually moved there. So I kind of quit going to Summer Healing for no reason. Yeah.
And then summer healing quit you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but now Brunswick's calling me, so I'm doing it. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
So you'll be joining us occasionally in person and occasionally online. Is that the idea?
Yeah. I'll try come as much in person, obviously, because I do prefer to do things in person. Yeah.
Yeah. Great, man. And I think Bella lives in a similar
I
area,
was
yeah?
gonna say we can carpool then if you're keen because I will be in Carnegie. I'm in Glen Huntly at the moment. So
Oh, true. Cool.
Yeah, so I was going to suggest that. That's good. If you're side of town, that's a little further. Then have a friend to carpool with is good.
True. I'm gonna try stay there. If I go up, I'm just gonna try stay up on the weekends and stuff. I made some friends at Esso. Really randomly, two girls got my phone number, and they ended up being roommates. The only two girls that got my phone number, and they're roommates. So I'm gonna like hang out with them. Yeah, it's really random.
You already told them that you're coming there for the weekend.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do like rock climbing and stuff, and like hang out. Yeah, we already made plans. So I've got a reason to go to Brunswick now. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Just friends. They're just friends, guys. It's all right.
Well, welcome, Dennis. Really glad to have you on the course. Always kind of nice to have a male as well. You know, we're far and few in between these days in yoga courses.
Oh yeah, we are. Yeah.
I mean, we got Ruben there in the other screen, but we got Tony, who's sort of vaguely in this course, but not most of us have never.
Camille confirmed today that he's real. I was like, this guy, I'm not sure if he's real or not, but
Yeah, Tony drops in online. Never see his face.
I'll never hear him.
Never hear him.
Never met him.
But he's
Really?
there.
Oh my God.
But he did come the first couple of sessions.
Yeah, I don't think
But
I
you might
did.
have.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Didn't
you
have
weren't here or you can't remember.
luck of meeting him in person. Yeah.
So yeah, great. I mean, I think that's the beauty of the way we've structured this course now is that it's, with COVID taught us flexible, and so we've made it more flexible that we're giving the options to do 5 months or 10 months, and then also if life gets in the way, then if you have to sort of come back and finish it on the next intake, that's fine as well. I mean, preferable that you try and do it with whichever plan you've committed to or that you've thought you'd like to do it. But yeah, life is life, and so we are quite flexible to accommodate. So yeah, thank you, Dennis. Maybe I'll skip you, Lydia. Christina.
Hello, I'm Christina. I don't know if they can see me there. Hi. I'm currently in like the hospitality retail work at the moment. I don't really love it, but I've been doing it pretty much since I was an adult. I did like gymnastics my whole life. Quit that when I became an adult, and then I think I lost myself for a bit there. So I only started practicing yoga last year, I think because of COVID, and kind of got into meditation. So it's only been since last year, but it's kind of taken me on this really intense, I guess, spiritual, personal journey. I think it's the first thing I felt like passionate about again. So I feel pretty like, I don't know, I feel like a lot towards it. So I only found summer healing this year. And then like the yoga teacher training started popping up on my Instagram, like those random ads, and I was like, what, this is weird. I feel like this is something that I need to do. So I came here and I just felt like a real connection to the place, because I don't think you go to a lot of yoga places and you get that spiritual feeling as well. So yeah, pretty much signed up. It all happened very quickly, but it's kind of the first thing I think I felt quite excited about for a long time. So yeah, that's kind of why I'm here.
Oh,
Did you say
awesome.
gymnastics?
Yeah, did that pretty much my whole life. So I've always loved like moving my body and hadn't done it for like years and years, and then I just started doing it again and I was like, wow, this is what it feels like to feel felt connected to my body again, because I've had a lot of like just always hated my body, and this is kind of the first thing I'm like, okay, this is what it feels like to feel good again. So yeah, it's been good.
That's awesome, and,
Yeah.
and it's always nice to see gymnasts come
Yeah.
or ex-gymnasts
Yeah.
coming into the group,
Yeah.
because they can always
Yeah, you kind of got that natural kind of thing, so it's nice to get that back again, and like you're definitely not as flexible as you were when you're like 8, but but you slowly kind of get there, so it feels good.
you will certainly be a lot more flexible than
Yeah.
those of us who haven't
Yeah,
grown
yeah.
up doing gymnastics. But
Yeah, but yeah, it's crazy how much it's just changed my mental state now, and like, yeah, it's been awesome. Yeah,
awesome. Thank you, Christina.
Thank
Welcome.
you. Thank you.
Although we won't really be seeing you much, those of us doing just
Yeah.
Saturdays, but
yeah.
but
because
you are
so
well,
flexible. I feel like maybe I will chop and change between
Yeah.
the Friday and the Saturday, like kind
Yeah.
of whatever works. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, welcome to. Particularly if if you miss a lecture, those of you doing just the one day,
Yeah.
you guys. If you miss, if you're missing a lecture on the Saturday or the Friday, then you could always think, oh well, I can make it up
Yeah.
by coming on the
Yeah.
other day. Because the Friday and Saturday schedule, even though today, this weekend, we're doing similar, but otherwise the schedule is different, so it's kind of the opposite schedule. So what you do on the Friday for 5 months, we do something completely different on the Saturday for 5 months, and then it kind of switches, so that those who are doing 10 months on the one day get all the lectures on the one day, and those that do 5 months get different lectures each day. So yeah, you have to double check with us when that lecture might be, because it'll be kind of at a parallel time. Timelines, and the timelines like to kind of flip and change, and flexible timelines around here, so it's not always not always easy to work that out, but yeah, we work it out. Bella.
Hi, I'm Bella. I started yoga, I think in the middle of 2018 for a good half year, and then I went back to something quite yang, which is CrossFit. I was trying to fit both in, and people were always saying, "Oh, it's so interesting." They're so different, but then to me, I thought they're quite similar in that I think you can make anything a meditation. So I was like, what do I do? How do I find balance? And then eventually I'm choosing yoga more, and I've come back to yoga end of 2020. And I found summer healing in December of 2020, and from then onwards it was just, coming home, feeling a deep connection, feeling spiritual connection that can be quite rare to find at some other studios, and I've just been enjoying practicing it, sharing it, doing it with friends. Just makes me feel really in my body, and I think that's really important, because a lot of the time we forget that we're even breathing. I know I do, especially with work, 9 to 5, around a lot of screens. So that's why I like coming to the mat, to feel like I'm coming home to myself and to be more present. So, and I'd like to be a yoga teacher after this course with you.
And what's 9 to 5 for you, Bella?
It's 9 to 5, paralegal, warrior, industry. So it's a very different environment to the yoga mat, and I feel that just my being there is healing. But there's a bit of tension between the work that I know I want to do in the future versus what I have now. So I think yoga is teaching me how to be grateful for this present moment, and to treat whatever work I do as yoga, whether it be the actual physical asana yoga, or looking at work as yoga, as like a lesson to just accept what it is, not to judge it, not to label it as rigid or boring or corporate, but to just be thankful for it as well. So yeah, yoga is a really great teacher.
A lot of wisdom in there already, Bella. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'm really grateful. I've known Bella for a couple of years now through through summer healing classes,
Thank you.
and then Bella's come on a couple of our retreats as well. So I've already seen how it's it's moving its tentacles into your life.
I've been telling Mickey and cardio, like I really want to do it. In cardio last year, I was like, why don't you just do it? Oh, I can't, like making all these excuses. Like I want to. Will I be torn if I do try to do two things at the same time? And then I'm like, nah, just do it. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
So nice. I feel my heart always feels so open when people share. Thank you. It's so nice to hear everyone's story. My name's Rosie. I'm here because it felt like time. I've been practicing since I was a teenager. My mum used to take me when I was all moody and depressed and whatever, and it was amazing. And so haven't always had a really solid practice through those turbulent early 20s times, but I've been doing it quite solidly for quite a few years now. And it just feels like a culmination of where I'm kind of at in life at the moment. I'm a shiatsu therapist, so I do that kind of healing work with people, and I'm also have worked as a community organizer in sort of social justice kind of area, and that's been lots of group work and facilitation and that kind of thing. So this was like bringing that stuff together. And I'm not sure exactly what it'll look like, but just like movement, healing, group stuff, and it kind of floats my boat. I'm also I've got a little baby who was here yesterday. He's just the cutest, and he's a toddler now, and he just became a toddler kind of while I had COVID a couple of weeks ago, and I sort of emerged from that and I'm like, what? He's just so into everything and really curious and not yet able to listen to instructions. So it's just a bit unruly, but he'll be here sometimes, provided that's okay with you, Amy. Everyone's pretty chill about it.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of like my main priority at the moment. Has been me first, and then closely second, followed by baby, Ari. But then this is kind of something that I wanted to do. It felt like the right time. So yeah.
So what makes him a toddler? How does it? When do you?
I would say the fact that he's walking
Yeah.
is the toddling part. Yeah, and also like, because a baby's more like sort of stationary, like a little potato, you know, there. Whereas a toddler's really like, what's that? What's this?
Yeah,
Come
exploring.
give me kisses. Okay, I've had enough fun over here. Just like, just this unruly little
So how old is he?
creature. He's like 14 months. Yeah, so I'd say he's like toddler with a bit of baby. Whereas towards baby with a bit of toddler, but now he's like crossed over that. Yeah, and he's got bright red hair and blue eyes, and it's just like,
So cute.
yeah.
Wow.
Wasn't really imagining that when I imagined my baby.
Like that film Brave, like the Disney film Brave. Like,
Should I?
isn't it bright red hair and blue eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it.
They have like in the film like the main princess, she has like 3 little brothers, and they're like 3 little like toddlers with like bright red hair and blue eyes. Yeah.
It's Ari's movie. I have to watch it.
It's a good film.
Yeah.
Got a good message.
Cool.
Yeah.
They seem to these days, the Disney films.
Yeah, they've evolved.
Rose-
One other thing, sorry, that I just thought of was that I've done taekwondo for many years, and I was about to get my black belt, and then baby and COVID happened. But I realised that I really have yoga, much like you, Dennis, yoga's been more of a yin thing for me, like a relaxing thing. And I realised that there's like a lot of fear in like kind of the edge of like intensity within my yoga practice. Like I'm not used to doing that, like the really intense practices, and so that's something I really want out of this course, is to lean into that intensity.
through the practice.
Great.
Yes.
In the right place. Oh, grateful to have you too, Rosie. Thank you. Mel.
Hi, I'm Mel. I've been coming to Summer Healing for quite a few years. I've like had Nikki quite consistently as my teacher, and yeah, I've always loved to dance and move my body. Like I do a lot of bar, and I do this thing called Body Electrics, which is like a dance class once a week, and we perform at the Forum a couple of times a year.
Wow.
And I had my first performance last year, and I think doing Body Electric last year really, made me realize I really did want to delve in a little bit deeper into my yoga practice. I was booked in to go to India and do my training just before the pandemic hit in 2020. But much like you, every time I feel like I've spoken, every time I saw Cardia over the last few years, I'd be like, I'm doing my training, and she was like, just do it. I think I was always trying to find like somewhere to do it out in the world, and then a couple of weeks ago I was like, it just makes so much sense to do it here, like the teachers that I have all the time. Yeah, I feel like I've been on a bit of a journey as well. My body over the last few years just treating it badly with too much partying and too much, sedentary behaviour over the lockdown, and, too much dieting and too much this and that, and yoga's always been sort of quite grounding and always brought me back into myself, and I finally found a job that, not finally, but I found like the job that I feel is like the keeper for a long time, and it just felt like the right time to do the yoga training as well. Everything just like aligned in a really beautiful way. And yeah.
What's that job?
I work for a film distribution company called Madman. So yeah, just try and get the cinemas to take our films. But it's a really I have a really beautiful team of people that I work for, and my manager, and they were all so supportive about the training, so that also just made it feel so like I can be quite anxious, and so just even asking to do this was a huge thing, and they were just so supportive about it, and it just felt even more right. So yeah, just excited to go on a journey.
So they gave you the flexibility to take the
Yeah,
time off or something?
Well, I
was it
spoke to
always-
my manager, and I was just so nervous. I don't know why. I just get so nervous asking for things that I should be able to ask for. Like, this is personal development. And she was like, oh my God, yes, do it. And I was like, I promise I won't quit and become a yoga teacher. And she was like, even if you want to, that's so fun. It's your life. You've got to live it how you want. And I was like, wow. Yeah. I think I might have actually cried a little bit, because I just wasn't. It's never really. It's so rare to have people like that around you, for sure, like in a work environment. So, yeah. Here I am.
Also very grateful to have you here, and sort of similar to Bella,
Yeah.
I've been chatting to you a few times about
Yeah.
teacher training,
Yeah.
maybe yes, maybe not, maybe go to India.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, go to India,
So
it'll be
many
great,
places.
and then you can go, and then we'll come here.
Yeah. Just made so much sense.
And I guess just butt in for the moment, this course, sometimes we put a big expectation onto that 200-hour teacher training course, it's the ultimate be-all end-all, but really it's just the start of your journey.
Yes, my taekwondo teacher would always say when I was first starting, it's like black belt is just the beginning, and I was like, no way, I can't even believe that. And now that I was almost there, I'm like, I understand now, because actually you're gathering all the tools, you're learning how to use them all, and then it's like, right, let's get down to business.
Exactly the same. Yeah, it must be the similar sort of thing. Your 200 hours like your black belt. It's
so many add-on courses you can do.
So many add-on courses, and it's a never-ending journey. I mean, I've been teaching for 15 years, and I still constantly learning, constantly studying and diving in, immersing. So yeah, just welcome to the beginning of the never-ending journey. Thank you, Mel. Georgia.
Hello, I'm Georgia. Currently I'm working just in retail, 9 to 5, I'm a manager. And I'm also, I do Brazilian samba, so that's fun. Yeah, I've been a dancer since I was 2. Like my mum used to run a dance school, so I've like grown up with all that. So like you girls, like love moving my body kind of thing. And I've been practicing yoga probably for about 3 years. I used to do it in Rowville, that's where I met Gemma. And like one day Gemma was like telling me how she's doing like this yoga course. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I just signed up and here I am.
So you used to live out that way too?
No, I moved out to Elwood.
I'm from Rowville.
Really?
Yeah, my parents
Really?
still live there.
Oh my gosh.
I know the yoga place you're talking about.
732. Yes. Oh my gosh.
That's so funny.
So Jen introduced you to
Yeah.
this. Wonderful.
Thanks, Gemma.
Well, thank you.
Thank
I'd like
you.
to have you on board as well, Georgia. And yeah, now we move into our old crew. Maybe Gemma, not so old. Probably the youngest here, actually.
Actually, not anymore. Georgia's probably the youngest.
Yeah.
Wonderful. They have been first.
So did you guys went to school together or something?
We went to primary school together, but didn't really know each other.
Yeah.
So
She was like a year above.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
And then we sort of got talking during like yoga classes at 432 yoga. And then we were talking for about 2 weeks, and then we just ended up like traveling to Byron together. It's just a trip. Yeah.
So that was fun.
So that recent trip you did to Bali?
Yeah, we went together.
Yeah.
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 That's really cute.
Yeah, Gemma, a few things about yourself and particularly, you know, any inspiration, any words of wisdom to the newbies, anything that you felt the courses affected you so far, have affected you in any way?
So I'm Gemma. I started doing it 10 months, but now I'm doing it twice a week, so I'm not really sure how many months it's going to take. It's sort of just, yeah.
Just going for it.
Yeah, just...
You might end up getting the 300 hour.
I've been practicing yoga for probably a few years now, but from really like halfway through last year, I've really committed to my practice, and I decided to do the course just for like a personal development, just confidence. Like, I feel like I went through a pretty bad breakup start of last year. I just completely lost myself, and yoga just like brings me back to just who I am. Yeah. That's a massive journey. I do want to become a teacher one day, but I'm just enjoying like the journey of just learning more and more every day.
And is there more stuff than you expected, or I mean, what did you expect to come when you came to the course? Is it kind of what you expected, or is there a lot more?
I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest, but I sort of came to the course thinking I knew like something about yoga, and then I sort of realised that there's so much involved, like so much that, yeah, I feel like I don't know anything.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. The more you open the can of worms, the deeper that can of worms is. Yeah, it's the deeper the rabbit hole goes. And then on the flip side, it's all actually very simple too. Once you understand the essence. More about that as we unfold. Let's move back to the screen. And I might get Cassie, do you want to say hello?
Hello, everyone. I'm Cassie. Thank you so much for sharing all your beautiful stories. I can really relate to a lot of you. So I am a beauty therapist and I do a lot of like relaxation treatments. So I relate to, I'm sorry, I forgot your name, who does the shiatsu? Yeah. So I'd love to chat to you about that because I do not that style, but I really do like, I have treatments called like mindfulness, and I really try and integrate the yoga that I learn into treatments because I'm really passionate about helping people drop into themselves and find peace, because I feel like I see so much people with suffering, and yoga to me has helped me so much with my own. And yeah, so that's kind of my passion, is to help support people to connect into themselves. And yeah, I'm naturally an anxious kind of person. I think somebody else said that too, hence why I relate to so many of you. So I'm still finding I know that I want to become a yoga teacher, but I find my biggest hurdle is using my voice. So that's my biggest hurdle, but I know that I'll get there on the journey, and I know by starting this teacher training, I will get there over time. So just kind of being patient with myself and honoring where I'm at now. So that, I guess that's a little bit of advice I would say too, is to just honor where you're at and just take each bit as it comes. And yeah, I think that was a bit of word vomit, but
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Dennis says that he thinks you use your voice quite well, which I agree. Whenever you are up there presenting to us in whichever way, your voice comes across beautifully. So, but I get it. It is one of the biggest challenges for all of us, is to be up there on the podium in front of lots of people, and it's challenging.
It's like all eyes on you, and I'm fine. Like I could, like, as you know, Mickey, I used to DJ, and recently just ran my first ecstatic dance event, which was me being in like DJing and playing to people, and in that state I feel fine. Like I can perform and I could dance in front of all people and feel comfortable. But yes, as soon as talking happens, it's kind of like, so vulnerable. But I think I think I'm feeling this way and going through that because it's